I think it's just the nature of like athletes and playing field sports. You're probably not going to tear your ACL like riding a bike because there's no rotational forces. Everything is like really nice and set. On a bike, your knee is just moving in the same position over and over again. But when you're playing a complex game like soccer, for instance, your knee goes into whatever positions it needs to get into for you to play the game. And so you're much more susceptible to having a weird force that will just cause it to tear. So usually people who have ACL tears, most of the time they know because usually it's pretty traumatic. And so they most likely have already seen an orthopedist and have gotten an MRI that diagnoses the actual tear. And from there, usually people like go into one of two treatment options. They'll do either like the surgical route or non-surgical route to repair it. That's a little bit of like a personal decision. But where we step in is regardless of whether people choose to get surgery or not, it's actually pretty important that they work on improving the stability and strength of their knee in order for them to be able to get back to doing the things that they want. Because most likely they've lost range of motion and strength in their leg in the process. And typically you'll hear that it really takes 6 to 9 months for people to get back to playing sports. It's really on the side of 9 months. And so after a ACL reconstruction surgery, from there, then the time kind of starts, and it takes about 9 months to get back to playing on like a field. But people are usually running in 4 to 5 months, depending on how quick their recovery is. But that's a typical timeline that people can expect in terms of how long it takes them to get back. That's why usually when an athlete tears their ACL, their season is essentially over.